Hey guys, so I'm just getting ready. I thought I'd bring you along with me. I'm just getting ready to run a few errands. So I just showered, blow dried my hair, and yeah, I'm just wearing my Victoria's Secret robe. I got it at the semi-annual clearance sale. Always a good sale to go to. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do my makeup, use a couple new products today, and we'll see where it takes us. I have no plan really, just gonna wing it, alright? So let's jump into it. I'm just grabbing my Aveeno, if I don't make a mess with it. I'm just grabbing this Aveeno moisturizer. It's the Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. I really like it. It's got some SPF in it, SPF 15, and I'm almost out of this one. I have two backups, but gotta get what's in there, and I just had it on my face. I'm gonna go in with my primer water by Smashbox. Okay. And I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. It's the 24-hour oil control foundation with in shell beige, 102 shell beige. I really like it so far. I'm still trying it out. Yesterday was kind of, I don't know, like I don't like how it blends out really, but just gotta keep going through it. The coverage is good, and I've gotten compliments on it left, right, and center, so can't complain too much, right? So I'm just gonna dot that on my face. I don't know if you heard that fire truck. I live right beside the fire station. So all hours of the day. Ambulances, we're right downtown, so ambulances, police, fire trucks. Not that I live in like a ghetto town or anything. Okay, so now that's on, I'm going to take my damp beauty blender. It's kind of dirty, but it's really damp. You don't want to use it dry because that's not going to blend the product out. When it's damp, it soaks up any excess and it just does a really nice job. And I haven't tried this foundation with a beauty blender yet, so I thought I'd give it a go. It might be easier to blend out this way. So far it is. So I dampen my beauty blender about 20 times under the sink. Then I wring it out a little bit, and then I dampen, or I take off the extra dampness on a towel. So I'm patting when I do this, because swiping will leave like a trace of no foundation. Where damping, you're pushing the foundation in the skin. Make sure you go down your neck to match any discoloration. Alright, so with the beauty blender we get a pretty sheer coverage, but I'm okay with that. You can still see my beauty marks. I do have like a big pimple here. I don't know if you can see it. Two actually. I don't know what's going on. This one though is going to be huge. It's so, like it's inflamed already. I need to go get my eyebrows done, my lip done. Girl problems. You feel me? Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Wake Me Up concealer by Rimmell. And the color wore off, but it's the fairest one. I think it's called Fair or Pale Fair. Just going to dab that under here. Basically, we just want to put this concealer where we want some extra brightness, where we want to cover up some darkness, and also that foundation was pretty sheer with the beauty blender, so I'm just going to put it where I could use a little extra coverage. As always, I'm just going to prime my eyes a little bit with it too. So I'm going to get that pimple, that pimple. Do you ever do that when you sort of put it in and you miss, and then you get like makeup everywhere? Yeah. Story of my life. Alright, and I'm just taking the beauty blender again, and I'm just going to dab that out. There's half done. The only thing is about the beauty blender around pimples is it tends to make the pimples look shiny. I was using this Quo, which is Shoppers Drug Mart brand. I was using a blending sponge from them, and it's awesome. And first when I started using the Beauty Blender, like, I first tried the Quo sponge first and I loved it, so I got the Beauty Blender. But I used the Quo sponge for months, and I think I replaced it twice or 3 times. But it's phenomenal. And when I first started using the Beauty Blender, I almost I liked the Quo sponge better, but I kept giving this a go. And now I can't really remember what the Quo sponge is like, but like, if you can't afford a Beauty Blender, the Quo sponge is $4, $5 maybe, and it's unreal. Also, if you guys want to like know a little bit more about me, like where I work and stuff, let me know and I can do like a Q&A or a get to know me video, because I find them interesting, because like I always want to know what people do in like their daily lives, right? And I don't know, I'm not going to just tell everyone what I do if no one's interested, right? So yeah, let me know. So I'm just taking the NYC translucent powder, and I'm just gonna set this under eye area. I'm just taking the powder on my Beauty Blender, and I'm just patting under my face. I can bake if I want, but yeah, I'll leave that there just for a few minutes. This one's not cooperating. Relax while you're baking, because you don't want to have like the expression lines. I would show you, but you don't want to have those expression lines, and then when you relax after you set those lines, you don't want to do that. Good enough. And I'm just gonna grab this brush here. It's the Real Techniques, I think it's a powder brush, yeah. And I'm just gonna clean up my mess and set the rest of my face. And I'm brushing away that bake. I didn't leave it there very long just because it'll leave like really harsh lines and white cast, and I don't want that. Oh yeah, so the other day, I remember I did a video when I was going to get my camera. I got it! It's the Sony a5000. Everyone has this, everyone and their brother and their mother and their father have the Sony a5100. But that was on a really good price, and when I went there I said, is there like a huge difference between that one and the a5100? And they said for the price, not really. Okay, so I'm going to do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm just going to take this Marcel Duo Eyebrow Pro. I got this a really long time ago. It has the tiniest little spoolie with brow gel on it, and I'm just going to sweep it through my brows. And honestly, your brows go crusty after this, like in the best way possible. In the best way that crusty brows can be, that's how they do. That's how they do. And they just don't go anywhere all day. At first, like when I tried it, I was like, oh, like this is crusty. But they don't crust on your face, like they just stay there. It's like super glue for your brows. I ain't complaining. Okay, so now on the eyes, I'm gonna use my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. It's just a mini one. I got it with the palette. It's like a cream silicone consistency. It's really nice. Once our eyes are primed, I'm going to take the Lorac Pro Palette, the number 1. This is my first time using it. Like it still has this little slip thing on it. There it goes. Okay. Oh my gosh. And it also won't stay open. So I'm going to take around the same color as my eyelid, cream. And I'm just going to use this Tarte synthetic brush to apply that. close to my lid. I'm just going to put that cream color all over my lid too, and into my crease, right up to my brow bone. Trying to hide some of those stray brow hairs. Now I'm going to go in with my trusty e.l.f. concealer brush. And I think I'm going to take Taupe. So Taupe is the third one right there. And I'm going to use this as our transition color. Going back into Taupe a little bit more just to warm up that crease. Just to add a little bit more definition. My throat's hurting. I pray I'm not getting sick. My boyfriend right now is so sick. Like, we're on the phone. I'm like, Dan, why? Are you sick? No, I'm not sick. You playing me, Dan. I see you. Okay, so after we have this, the fun part. I've wanted this palette for so long, and like they only sell in the States, so when we went to Florida, I ran to Ulta and I was like, give me the Lorac Pro and Pro 2! So I got them. Okay, I think I'm gonna put Champagne on my lid. It's this really pretty color right here. I'm gonna use that same Tarte brush, the one that we used to apply cream. And these are super pigmented, so I'm only taking a tiny little bit. Alright, so after that I'm just going to take my finger in Champagne just to get a little bit more pigmentation. There we go. So now I'm going to take my smudge brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to use Taupe and Sable, I think. So this is Taupe and that's Sable. And I'm going to put those under my lower lash line. Starting with Taupe. Not quite into the inner corner. But pretty close. And you can bring that down as far as you want. I like to bring it down pretty low because it hides your eye bags, and in pictures my eyes have been really puffy. I think it's because I work so late, and yeah, so kind of hides that, which is nice. Now I'm going to take Sable and concentrate that on the outer part of the eye, of the lower lash line. There we are. So now that I've done that, I think I'm going to add a little bit of Sable to the outer corner of my eye as well. Just to balance it out a little bit. See, I start like this with my brush pretty angled to the corner of my eye, and then I like to put it on its front just to get in that crease a bit too. Just to add a little bit more definition. And then taking the same brush that Taupe was on and just buffing that out. Alright, alright. I'm going to take Nude, I think, and pop it in my inner corner just using my pinky. That's the perfect inner corner highlight. I'm going to pop some of the Essence Long Lasting Eyeliner eye pencil in my eye. It is a great eyeliner though, like it's so creamy. I'm pretty sure Nikki Tutorials used to use it. Like that was like 3 wipes. Then I'm going to take the same smudge brush that we used and just try and buff that out. Now I'm going to take this Color Show Kohl Liner by Maybelline in Barely Beige, and I'm just going to put this on the waterline. There we are. It just really opens up those eyes. As long as you don't have black there, black really closes them, but the white, the nude really opens them up. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my face. And I'm taking the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. Going with the Real Techniques contour brush. And we're just going to do a little bit on our foreheads. sides of our temples. Okay, I'm just going to pinch my brush a little like that. Take that some contour and do my nose a little. Just hitting it, so you want to like follow this line from your brow down. And when you bring it in a little, that can slim your nose. If you bring it out, that thickens your nose. So I usually just bring it in a touch. And then, see, oh, a little cute nose. And then just whatever's left on my brush at the end of my nose. And then I blend it out on the sides. Okay? And then I usually take my foundation brush. So I'll just use this one to blend it out more. Do little circular motions so it's not so harsh. Because you don't want somebody to know you have powder there, you know what I mean? That's the whole thing with contouring, is you're trying to create shadows to slim your face. You don't want it to look like blush or bronzer, you know what I mean? Like, you want it to look like a natural shadow. You feel me? So speaking of that, I just took this little brush and I just went like this under the contour to sharpen it up a bit. So I'm going to just take this little brush and this yellow highlight here in the contour palette, and I'm going to go under my eyes. Down my nose, forehead, chin, and contour area. Okay, so blush. So I'm going to take my trusty dual fiber brush and Melba by MAC. Swirl my brush in there. Tap off the extra. The great thing about MAC blushes is that they're pigmented, but they, like, you saw I swirled a few times and I didn't get anything, like, I get just enough with MAC blushes. MAC blushes are probably my favorite thing from MAC because of their, like, they last forever. You never get more than you need. Like, some brushes you can tap into and you get so much, like, you lose so much product when you shake it off, right? But this, I can swirl a couple times, just like one application of it though, and I get like the perfect color. Also, the dual fiber helps because it blends out that contour as well with your blush. There we go. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Alright, after that's done, I'm going to take my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter with the M438 brush, highlighter brush, and hitting those high parts of our cheekbones. And I just like to blend it in, bring it down a little bit. I also feel like if you just leave it like that with a few swipes, you don't get the effect. But when you start doing those circles, it starts like breaking up the highlight, like the crystals or whatever, the shimmer, it starts breaking it up. And it pushes those reflexes a different way, and you really get like a beautiful glow. Now I'm just going to hit the forehead with whatever's left, temples, do like a C shape. And take my finger, a little bit on my finger, on my nose. Ooh, girl. There we go, so cute. And then on my lip, I think Soft and Gentle is my favorite Cupid's bow highlight though. It always looks so good on Cupid's bow. Just gonna blend out that nose a little bit. And we're done with our floss. Our floss. Alright. Going with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious mascara in Black is Black. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with this Jordana Cosmetics pencil in Rock and Rose. It's a lip liner. There we go. And now I'm going to leave it like this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to apply the Tarteist lip paint in Throwback Thursday. TBT, baby. It's today Thursday? No, it's Saturday. I was going to be like, oh my gosh. I also have Namaste. And they are beautiful. They're so comfortable too. And they have like a mintiness about them. Alright, so after that I'm going to spray my face with the Smashbox water again. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Really glowy, rockin' lip. If you like it, then give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Tabitharutten. I do a lot of makeup posts there. And yeah, let me know if you have any requests down in the comments. Thank you so much guys. Bye!